We are now mapping all the peatland, including where the peat dome will be situated. And then the more detailed mapping to calculate, to measure the depth of the pit will be taken. And so based on this map, the peatland, the pit dome, the depth and so on, we will assign zonation, where will be protection zonation and where it could be for cultivation. Of course, all the areas which will be assigned for protection zone have to be protected. Cannot be planted with acacia or palm oil because it's protection zone. It has to be protected, and they might be need to be replanted, revegetations, changing the species that is an endemic species for peatland, or the species that grow naturally in peatland, so the species can grow well on a wet pit. Why? Because we need pit dome to be wet all the time. In the dry season, water from the pit dome will be flowing down to wet the surrounding areas of the peatland, even outside the peatland, to keep, first, prevent fires, and also second, to provide water sources for communities. That's why pit dome is very important. We need to protect the pit dome. If the pit dome have been planted by companies, for example, with palm oil and acacia, that plantation have to be replaced by species that only can grow well in pit dome under the protection status. So that's number one. What about the area which can be for cultivation in the peatland that we will be mapping? We will also push to change the species. Commercial species, yes, because cultivation, it can be used, it can be harvested, but the commercial species that only grow well on the wet pit. We cannot allow species that grow on the dry land to be planted on the peatland. So this is the shift of paradigm. The government is changing their philosophy on how to manage peatland. Peatland can be still used for cultivation, but only crops that grow well on a wet pit should be planted, not crops like palm oil or acacia. I appreciate the feedback, the inputs that the civil society or academics providing to Peatland Restoration Agency, to BNG, and there are pros and cons here. Some groups would say like that. Other groups would argue that acacia and palm oil can grow in peatland. There are both groups saying things. But we believe the cultivation in peatland should only involve species grow well on wet pit. Wet pit meaning at least 40 centimeters, because that's what the law said. The water table have to be at least 40 centimeters or above, higher than 40 centimeters. And we all know acacia and palm oil do not grow well in the water table that is above 40 centimeters. They grow well on 60 to 90 centimeters. So obviously, it's not compatible. So we have to change the species, we have to change the crops. Now, we are working with the Ministry of Environment and Forestry on drafting the guidance, the silviculture guidance, the rewetting guidance on peatland that needs to be restored. So that guidance has to be used as a reference for companies in doing restoration or in changing the crops. I am positive. I heard some companies, RTI, public paper companies, willing to test what timber species that can grow well on the wet pit to replace the acacia. I hope the experiment can go quickly, so decision can be made to change the species, so the peat restorations can grow well. The cultivations on cultivated zones, not on protection zone. On cultivation zone can also go well, but using timber species that only grow above 40 centimeters wide. So, and then that guidance will be, of course, fit into policy issued by Minister of Environment and Forestry and by BRG. Once the zonation mapping by BRG, or where is cultivation zone, where is protection zone, is completed, the companies have to rezone their concessions. Area, for example, which is for tanaman pokok in the kubah gambut will not be allowed anymore. So the kubah gambut have to be zona lindung in the company's zonation. Tanaman pokok keluar in cultivation zone, but not acacia, because acacia grow only in 60 centimeters, 90 centimeters. It's a challenge. Or the companies have to intensify their R&D, research and development, so the acacia can grow also in 40 centimeters. Is it possible? I don't know. So the scientists should try to create more like a hybrid genetic, or if not, then choose a new species that grow well. The timber can be used for pulp, or can be used for other forestry industries, but only grow in the wet pit. Because the canal has to be closed, the water table have to be raised enough. Unless we find a new acacia that can grow on above 40 centimeters of water.